Was injured earlier. Went back to the bench. It looked as if his knee might be bothering him, but he seems to be okay now. That's the end of the first quarter with the score: the Jets 14, the Eagles nothing. Jets 14, Eagles nothing. Jim Sweeney. His right ankle is the problem.
You know, an interesting thing here, if you look there just above his ankle that they're taping, he got a tattoo right there, and that's his English bulldog named Spike. Now, that's an offensive lineman. I mean, you know, you put a tattoo in your leg. Okay, who are you going to tattoo? You tattoo your dog. If you got a dog, it's an English bulldog, and his name's Spike.
Gotta be Spike.
It's perfect for Jim Sweeney.
Right now, it's not too much perfect for Jim Sweeney. Been replaced. Siason's throw is high. And look at these first quarter statistics. 9 first down for the Jets, none for the Eagles. They wanted to keep the ball away from Randall Cunningham, and look at the time.
They've done that. They've wanted to be able to run the ball. The Jets have, and they've done that. They haven't had any turnovers. Those are all three things right in a row that they wanted to be able to do.
AGUIAR is the Jets punter. Usually kicks to his left and does again. Aiming for the out of bounds, gets it out of bounds. Let's see where. Between the 15 and the 10, about the 12. So the Eagles will take over at their own 12. 14:52 left to play in the first half. Giant Stadium, the Jets 14, the Eagles nothing. That's Heath Sherman trying to get around the corner, stopped by Kyle Clifton, the middle linebacker.
Yeah, here we are in the second quarter, and the Eagles just haven't gotten anything started yet. I mean, they've been on their heels on defense, and offensively they haven't gotten anything started because they've had a turnover, and two, they just haven't had the ball long enough to get anything started. Yeah, right. They have to have the ball, y'all.
It's a good idea if you're going to score, isn't it? Second down, about 8. Now is Walker in motion. Cunningham gets it to Fred Barnett. The last time they completed that pass to Barnett, it turned out to be a disaster.
Let's watch the blocking here. Now, this is what, you know, it really takes. If you're going to do something, you have to. It all starts with good pass protection. And you see the left side of the line there. They get on Lageman. That's the guy that they're worried about, who's going to give them the pressure. And I think right there, Broderick Thompson was a little too soft on that one. I mean, you can't let Lageman take that angle and come that tight to your quarterback.
Broderick Thompson has done a remarkable job in moving from the right side, where he played most of his entire career, over to the left tackle spot. People don't realize what an adjustment that is.
Yeah, I mean, everything that, you know, is your outside on one side is your inside when you go to the left side. And everything that's your inside is your outside, and everything is backward. And he said when he came, he said, I'll play any position but left tackle, and that's where they put him.
That's where he wound up. Here's Cunningham. Fake to Sherman. Looks at Walker. Picked off by Ronnie Lott. Bavaro was reaching, but the Jets have it.
Randall Cunningham said during the week, he said when you play against Ronnie Lott, you always have to know where he is. It didn't look like he knew where he was. Watch, you can see 42 there. Randall's coming off a play fake. He's going to move a little to his right. He gets pressure there. And if he knew where Ronnie Lott was, he shouldn't have thrown it, because he threw it right to Green 42. When you talk about football players, I think Ronnie Lott is a guy. If you say, what is a defensive football player? What is it all about? I think you look at Ronnie Lott.
What is leadership?
What is toughness? What is hitting? What is football?
He furnishes it all. That's Blair Thomas down to about the Eagle 27. Stopped by Wes Hopkins again.
You know, Ronnie Lott, you know, you talk about what he brings to it. Now, he's not as fast, he's not as quick as he used to be, but I've always said that of all the players that I've talked to in the National Football League, Ronnie Lott knows more about football than any player in this league.
And he can communicate how he feels about the game. Not that he has to, he does it by example.
Yeah, when he comes to hit you, I mean, he brings a full load with him.
Second down. Esiason to throw it. Pass is caught by Burkett. Good throw, good catch. Nobody else is going to catch that ball if Burkett didn't.
And that's the thing that Boomer will do. He'll throw it to everyone. Burkett, you see what he did there? He got a push-off. That's the thing. That's not legal, but big guys do that. You know, if you can just get him. Eric Allen had pretty good coverage, but Burkett took that left arm, pushed him off a little, then could run that out, and then come back and then go up. Both of these receivers, outside receivers, are tall guys, and they can both jump.
Johnny Johnson is the lone setback. He gets the carry. Eagles plug it up in a hurry. Byron Evans, the first man there.
Yeah, that's the thing. See, they've been getting Byron Evans blocked. I mean, if you're playing a four-man line, as the Eagles play on defense, your middle linebacker has to make most of the tackles against the run. And I think that's the first tackle that I remember Byron Evans making at the line of scrimmage against the run.
Well, don't forget he has that broken thumb on one hand, and he was telling us a couple of weeks ago he can do everything else, but he just can't wrap up when he starts to tackle.
And I think that's what happened earlier in the game. Remember when Johnny Johnson on that he ran right through a Byron Evans tackle.
Here comes the blitz. Esiason has to throw off the back foot, but he does to Mitchell. Touchdown. His second of the day. Esiason's third.
And all three touchdowns have been to the tight ends. I would say, if anything, the Eagle defense had better start watching those tight ends. Johnny Mitchell second. The first one was to James Thornton. And Boomer Esiason is getting excellent protection. That time William Thomas came on a blitz, almost got there, and Boomer had to get rid of the ball to Johnny Mitchell, and he did for a touchdown.
The key word you just used is almost. He didn't get there. He almost did.
And in this first half, that's happened about 4 or 5 times where the Eagles were almost there on Boomer, but not there in time. And you got to give a lot of that to Boomer for getting rid of the ball quickly.
Oh, he said before he had to throw off the back foot. He did, but he still got it there. He's a big, strong guy. The extra point by Blanchard is good. 21-0 with 11:38 left to play in the first half. The Jets in control from the outset. The Jets 21, the Eagles nothing. 2 touchdowns for Johnny Mitchell. His first multiple touchdown game ever.
You know, and it all started again with that turnover, that pass interception by Ronnie Lott. The Jets defense have gotten 2 turnovers. The Jets offense have created 14 points out of those 2 turnovers.
Aguiar's kickoff sailing to SIKAHEMA. About 2 yards deep in the end zone. He's come close to breaking a couple already. And he comes close again for the 28.
Let's watch his touchdown pass. It's a little street move here by Johnny Mitchell. What he does, he comes here and he goes like he's going to block. Then he falls down on the ground. That's how you get lost. Then he gets up and comes across the field. See, that's what you do. You go like you're going to block, and then you go down on the ground. You see, then you roll around, and then they don't see you. And then you get up, and they say, where'd that guy come from? He was on the ground. That's with Clyde Simmons. In fact, that's how you react after the guy cuts you and rolls on the ground and gets up and scores a touchdown.
Doesn't make you happy.
You throw your hat.
Fake to Walker. Cunningham.